Hey wrestling fans, welcome to another edition of the Ontario Indy Road Trip. On this week's edition, we're covering all the events happening across Ontario from March 7th to March 15th. We're going to stop in places like Hamilton, Barrie, and Toronto. Now let's check out this week's calendar. Our first stop takes us to Barrie, Ontario. Barrie Wrestling presents With the Help of All My Friends on Saturday, March 7th. You'll see John Atlas face Jesse V. Puff defends the Three Pistols Championship against Pretty Ricky and BMD. Gabriel Fueza takes on Hot Stepper. Alessandro Del Bruno battles Ridley. Eva Luno faces Holden Albright. The Barrie Women's Championship is on the line as Jody Threat defends against Alexia Nicole. And Mark Wheeler puts his Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight title on the line against Anton Alexiev. Then on Sunday, Great White North Wrestling comes to Hamilton with Sledgehammer. This is a charity event in support of the sledge hockey team. Also on Sunday, March 8th, Hamilton Wrestling Entertainment is in Hamilton for Crossroads. In a triple threat match for the television title, you'll see Tyler Arrow, Puff, and Johnny D go into battle. In singles action, Mike Forte faces Pretty Ricky. There'll be two number one contenders matches. The first one features Rip Impact taking on Holden Albright, and the second match will see Jake Jones going against Stone Rockwell. There'll also be two qualifying matches for the number one contendership to the tag team titles. Raunchy Nuts faces Duke and Hawk Henshaw, while the Gym Rats 2.0 step into action against Locked and Loaded. Closing out the action happening in Ontario this weekend, on Sunday you could be in Toronto for Greektown Wrestling at the Danforth. They're presenting Strong Zero, Deathmatch, and Strong. Trent Gibson faces Puff. Space Monkey battles Marcus Burke. Jordan Oliver goes against Aiden Prince. RJ City steps into the ring one-on-one against Daniel Garcia. For the Greektown Championship, there'll be a triple threat match with Frankie Beast King, John Atlas, and Bill Collier. Channing Decker faces Matthew Justice in a death match, plus an appearance from Jock Sampson, looking for his second win in his open challenge. Looking ahead to next week with some of the action happening here in Ontario, on Thursday, March 12th, Championship Wrestling from Ontario returns to the Rockpile for Thursday Night Slam. Then, on Friday, March 13th, Crossbody Pro Wrestling presents Showcase 31 at the Academy in Kitchener. Then, PTBO Wrestling comes to Peterborough for a special event in support of mental health called Lift Locks and Leg Locks. BMD faces Gabriel Fueza. For the Courage Pro Wrestling Tag Team titles, the Empire faces Airstrike. Addie Starr takes on Holden Albright. Alexia Nicole goes one-on-one with Jody Threat. Mark Wheeler takes on Josh Alexander, plus an appearance by Jesse V, Ridley, Gato Rojo, and Jake Jones, with April Jones by his side. On Saturday, March 14th, Junction City Wrestling goes to the Horseshoe Resort in Barrie, Ontario for Horseshoe Havoc. Then, the students of the Ballards Academy will be presenting Rising Stars in Mississauga. On Sunday, March 15th, Championship Wrestling from Ontario returns to the Rockpile in Toronto for St. Paddy's Day Brawl. And New School Wrestling will be in Hamilton for Hammer at Home. On this night, you'll see San Andreas taking on Rex Atkins for the Internet Championship. Plus, Alessandro Del Bruno defends the NSW Heavyweight Championship against BMD. This concludes another edition of the Ontario Indy Road Trip. Thank you once again for joining me, and be sure to support independent wrestling throughout this province of ours. Could be in your backyard, could be just a simple car, bus, or train ride away. Independent wrestling is hot right now, and you don't want to miss out a single part of the action. This show here is a part of the Ontario Indy Wrestling Podcast Network. There's a group of guys sharing their information, interviews, and event listings. We've come together under one umbrella, and you can listen to all the information as part of the Ontario Indy Podcast Network. Support independent wrestling, and we'll see you next time.